Hello, and welcome back to another XpertVR Friday recap. In this Friday recap, we are keeping it quick and just going over a really cool checking your privilege experience, the HTML of the Metaverse, and what we're up to at XpertVR for XpertFlugtag. Let's jump into it. First, going over check your privilege. This interesting article in VR Scout here talks about this virtual reality experience called Steps of Privilege, and it's available for free through the App Lab on MetaQuest. So very interesting application here where you're put into the shoes of people of multiple different backgrounds. The avatars in the environment aren't super realistic, but I think this is a great step forward and a great experience for students to use in school to learn about the privileges that they may have depending on their age, their race, their background of any sort in different situations. And it's just cool to see more and more of these types of simulations becoming available so that people can learn from them and see where they may have privileges and where they may be able to help other people. And we've created some of these types of simulations at XpertVR around the ethics in the office or workplace, as well as recognizing things like sexism and racism in the workplace. But actually putting you in the shoes like this is another great example of how these simulations can work for educating not just students, but anybody in any place of privilege. Secondarily, NVIDIA has come out talking about Pixar's protocol for describing 3D environments. So basically, from what I learned in this Road to VR article, Pixar a while back created a protocol for easily explaining what is inside or what is a virtual environment. So I would assume that they're using this when they're creating a movie. They can say, okay, this is a room that has X, Y, and Z inside of it. It is, let's say, so-and-so's room, like Monsters Inc., maybe it's Mike Wazowski's room, something along those lines. And having that in a neat protocol that computers can read makes it a lot easier for them to create these environments and ultimately create the movies that they create in a much faster process, in a way that the computers that they're working with understand what's going on within these virtual environments. And NVIDIA, they came out talking about this because they believe that it is, or that it could be, the HTML of the Metaverse. So if you're not familiar, basically the idea is HTML is the code behind every website and allows one web browser from another to look at that code that is the exact same and understand what it should be showing on the screen. So if you've never done it, if you right click, you can go and you can see the HTML code in the back end of the website. And that is the same code that Google Chrome, Firefox, Microsoft Edge, whatever software you're using, whatever web browser you're using to surf the web, that is the code that it is reading. And then it's able to decipher that and show you the images and the banner and all of the text and all the links and everything that you would see on the web page. So NVIDIA is thinking that this Pixar protocol that is used internally at Pixar could be used across the Metaverse, where it could describe these 3D worlds. So no matter which platform or which headset you're joining a world in or a room in, it could use this Pixar protocol to understand what does that room look like, what's inside of that room, and then create it for you very quickly, making it much more of an open source kind of tool to build off of. Myself and XpertVR are always in support of open source tools that are available in the virtual reality and metaverse space, because the more things that can be open source, the faster people and communities can build new things. And that is exactly what we need right now in the metaverse. We're growing very quickly with virtual reality and the metaverse and what it will become. But the more of these things that are open source, and the easier it is for people to communicate, even without actually communicating, but just communicate through what they've built, is very important and incredible. And then lastly, just wanted to give a quick update of our Red Bull Flugtag. So last Saturday, a bunch of people from our team, as well as some of our friends and family, we all got together and started building our Flugtag craft. Red Bull came by, dropped off some Red Bull, and took some pictures and got us all excited. So it was a great time. We have the base of our craft completely built, as well as the skeleton of the wings built. In about a week's time, we will be getting back together again, making sure that everything is attached properly, wrapping the wings so that they're ready to fly, and kind of do a test run down the street where we're building it. Obviously, we won't be able to take it off of an actual platform like we will be doing in just over 3 weeks now at the XpertFlugtag at Ontario Place on September 24th. But we are getting very, very close to having it ready to go. And I'm really excited just to see it come together and actually launching it at the Red Bull event. So if you haven't heard, XpertFlugtag is coming to Toronto at Ontario Place September 24th. We are one of the teams competing against 29 other teams. Lots of posts going out on social media to keep you updated on our progress, as well as some fun posts with Long Slice Brewery and many others coming. So hoping to see anybody that is watching this there, cheering us on, meeting the judges like Mitch Marner, Priyanka, the Hacksmith, or Chris Hadfield, and just being part of the Red Bull festivities. Should be an amazing time. So hope to see you all there. And once again, this was XpertVR's Friday recap. Hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.